Hi, Sherry here with High4 Marketing for Massage Therapist. And yesterday I asked a question on the group page where I said, tell me your biggest question or concern with you building your business. And one of the responses that I had from Tanya Hibbard was, how do you attract the ideal client that's a good fit for you in your business? I thought the timing was perfect since I just had talked about this subject the night before with my massage students. So answering this question is something that A, I love talking about, but B, I just had talked about it with my students, so it was the right time for that question. Anyways, for me, the ideal client, finding the ideal client is really about knowing yourself and the type of client that you want to work with. I think a lot of massage therapists go into this with anyone who has money to pay for the appointment is the right fit client. And I would take a different approach and say that finding the ideal client is the one who stimulates your brain and engages you in the massage session, that's really your ideal client. For me, I've always thought of myself as a pain relief specialist, so I always wanted to attract clients in my room that had some unresolved pain issues, or maybe they were, slightly a medical mystery and nobody could ever help them figure out what was going on in their body. And so that person came in, and I can tell you my energy level was through the roof. I would be so excited and stimulated, and I couldn't wait to help this person figure out what was going on in their body. And from the flip side, the clients could sense that energy and that excitement, and they were all in as soon as they could sense that. So the ideal client is it's definitely something that should never be discounted. And also, like the thought of anyone that has money that can pay for the session, I guess from one regard, it pays the bills, but from the other regard and satisfaction with your massage practice, it's definitely going to be boosted when you find that ideal client. So if you don't have an idea of who your ideal client is, I would recommend that, maybe you spend some time journaling, writing down the clients that came in or the conditions that came in, and think, pros and cons of what it was that you liked about that person or that condition, and if it stimulated and engaged you. So think through those, but also, consider the ones on the flip side that didn't engage your brain, or maybe you thought, oh, I can't stand working on that client, or, whether it's a condition or the person or just how you interact with that person. If it's not stimulating to you, then I would probably try to limit that personality or that person or that condition coming into your treatment room. All right, so now that we have kind of an idea of the ideal client, let's go to the other side now, which is the targeting or the branding of that message and how to get that out to your list. So, you have a website, you have social media. And so everything that you put out or post should be consistent with the ideal client that you're seeking into your room. So again, for me, I use an idea of the pain relief specialist. My posts would be on Facebook, kind of switching to that right now. My posts would be specifically driven towards people who are in complex pain problems. So maybe it's articles that I share or excitement over a condition that came in. That was one of my favorite type of Facebook posts to write. Something along the lines of, oh, wow, this condition just came into my office. I was so excited. And, in the beginning they had A, and when they finished the session, we were at B. And so sharing my excitement for working on that condition, but also sharing the results with what was resolved during the session. Anybody that read that could clearly see my excitement with that and identified with it. And I had a lot of shares, a lot of word of mouth referrals because I had branded myself as a pain relief specialist. Along those lines, your website should really be also directed towards the brand that you want. You don't want to have a website that would be vanilla pudding, right? It's like the same website that everybody has out there. I always, my sister said this to me. She didn't want to be vanilla pudding. She wanted to be raspberry yogurt. And it's a funny analogy. But, with your website and your social media marketing, you want to stand out from the crowd. You don't want to be the same. So consider how your branding and how your message can get out in such a way on both Facebook and your website that brands and targets your ideal client that you're looking for. Those are definitely some highlights that I would be thinking about. Beyond that, consider being personal with people and again on Facebook and social media. I'm finding so often that massage therapists tend to be a little sterile with what it is that they're posting, and really honestly uber professional with their message and their branding. And I think of it as massage is a very personal service, and our message should also be really personal. So whenever somebody makes a comment or asks a question, then respond to it and be personal with people who are interacting with you on social media or on your website. Be personal, and again, just excitement. Share that excitement with your ideal client. A last few notes that I have here is, let's see, share gifts and help others. You went to massage school to learn this skill, and massage is definitely an art, and you have it. So just share that exuberance and that excitement with sharing your gift and helping other people feel better. And be passionate. Be so passionate about the work that you're doing, and give 110% every day. And share that exuberance with your clientele and potential clients. Let them sense it. Let them feel it. And above all else, just be authentic, be you, be real, and target that ideal client. And I can guarantee you'll have full books before too long. All right, take care. I hope that answered your question, Tanya. Have a fantastic day.